Hey YouTube, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys like and hit that subscribe button. And as always, let's jump right into it. But first, make sure you check out my website for the weekly E-mini S&P trading zones, okay, where you can follow along with support and resistance weekly trade zones for the S&P E-mini futures. But let's jump right into this video where we're actually going to be talking about using Fibonacci retracements, okay, where we first find a trend, and then when we see the reversal of a trend, okay, we want to look for levels to be able to either get long or get short. So let's look right here, okay. We're going to kind of look at this price action for right now. So we could see we're making lower highs and lower lows, right? So here's a significant low, here's a significant low, right? On this uptrend, because we go a high right here, a low, a high, right? It looks like a double top, a pullback, but then we make a higher high, a pullback, higher high, and then we start to fail. And once we break below this significant low, we have now reversed trend, and we're now in the downtrend, right? So we make a low, kind of bounce, but then we break below this low. So we want to watch for any bounce, and we see the bounce right here, but then we see a continuation where this low right here is taken out by this. So once this low right here is taken out by this low, this is our lower high, right? And so we're going to just kind of look at these, right? So then we fail, take out this low, we reverse, have the waterfall down, right? And then price breaks below that low. So that's a significant lower high, lower low, right? And then we bounce, fall, right? Come back up on the bounce, and then we reverse and take out this low. And once we take out this low right here on this candle, this is a lower high. And we keep doing this over and over, right? Until we come to this candle. This is the first candle on the bounce. Okay, think of the waterfall, right? Once it breaks up, how far does it go to the prior swing high, or do we fail before and make new lows? And that's kind of what happened here. Now this one we kind of break up, but then we reverse and we take out that low, right? And then we kind of come back and you see all this price action right here, kind of sideways, right? Well, this is going to be more of my main high. We need to take this level out to reverse the trend. Okay, and so what happens is on this big red or green candle, okay, we bounce and we kind of bounce with power, make a nice high, right? A higher high compared to this and even these guys, right? A higher high, we pull back and then we make a double top, pull back, and then a higher high. So what happens is this is now our significant low, okay, once we take out this high right here. So we take out the high, we look for the pullback, okay, and then price takes off. So now that we understand how to look for higher highs, higher lows, kind of like here, right? Here's the pullback, we make a new high, and then price reverses and we actually pull back, okay? And then we go up higher. Well, we're going to look for when we see this trend of reversal, what we're going to do is we're going to look for levels to buy on the pullback. So we're going to grab our Fibonacci retracement. Okay, and what this trade is we're going to look for probably this low right here, because this is going to be a real significant low that should not be taken out once we take out this. So we're going to draw a Fibonacci from, so once we kind of pull back and we make this new high, and then we start to pull back here, okay, this is where we're going to draw our fib level, okay? And if, as you could see, I have the 61.8, and then this is actually the 70% level, right? So from this leg, and all we're doing is we're using our reverse waterfall method on the way up. Okay, cool. We finally we're making higher highs, right? Right here, we have a nice clean reverse waterfall, and then price breaks below the previous candle. That's all the reverse waterfall is. It's pure price action. We then we want to draw our fibs from this low to this high, and we want to look for a pullback right into our 61 to 70% fib level zone, right? So now, our first target would be 38.20. Our second target would be 25. And then if you want a third target, I'll just put this up here, which would be at 0. Let's go 0 right here. This would be your third target. So you would look to buy here, maybe add some here, and then on the bounce start to scale out. Or you could say, hey, let me buy some here, okay, add a little more here, and then if it gets to the 38, get me all out. It's up to you. There's no right or wrong way, okay? You could say, hey, let me buy 50% of my position here, another 50% there. Well, you get filled on the first one. Maybe you go, let me take half off here, take a third off here, and then wait until it gets all the way back up to your 0, right? That's another way of doing it. Now, as far as our stop loss would go right below this 100. Price should not break below that 100. Okay, if it does, what you entered here and here, you get stopped out, you take your loss. Okay, always accept your loss, and you move forward. So now let's kind of zoom out and look at this on the bigger picture. Okay, let's kind of say, hey, on the bigger picture, we see this, right? We see the market kind of make a high and really start to roll over and take out that low. Well, now we have this entire leg from up here all the way down here. And when you see this, and if you guys know all my videos, I call it the check mark, right? It's think of a price going up here, and then we roll over. And if you think about it, you're just finally breaking the upward trend, and that's, or sorry, not check mark, the fish hook, right? And it's kind of looks like a fish. Okay, now we're on the other side, so we're now in the downtrend, right? So with that being said, when we start to see this, okay, let me remove all these lines real quick. Okay, I'm going to grab my Fibonacci retracement. I'm going to go from this low all the way up to this high. Okay, and I'm going to look for the pullback. And again, 61.8 to the 70% is my buy zone. Maybe I buy some here, I add here, everything would be out. So if you think about it, pull back, right? Maybe you get filled here, you jump in right at the 61.8, goes up to the 38, you're all out. Trade's over. Okay, maybe you go, man, I missed this, right? I'll wait for the next leg lower to enter, because it has 70 is kind of your golden number, right? Because if you get long 70, you have a 1-to-1 risk reward, right? From 70 to 100, that's 30. From 70 to 38.2, that's about 31.8 profit, right? So just a little more than 1-to-1. So let's say you got filled some here. Okay, we'll just kind of pretend we got filled some here. We got filled our second half here. Our stop is here. It came down, came close to being tested, right? And then price took off and went right to our 38, and maybe you took everything off there. Okay, it's very easy because the Fibonacci's will tell you exactly where to enter and exit. Okay, me personally, I don't like so much the scale out. I'd rather be like, hey, I'm okay scaling in to get price improvement, but give me that 38, get me in, get me out of the market and move forward. Okay. But I hope this video kind of really helps you guys look at Fibonacci's and how to buy on pullbacks and things like that in a whole different way, right? So think about this. We're in the downtrend here. Okay, well, maybe we go all the way up to the high, to the low, okay, because we see kind of a, hey, we're making a nice little bottom. If it does rally back up, we want to look to be a buyer, right? On this huge move, grab from low to high, right? And so we'd be looking for a short somewhere around the 61 to 70%, and look at that. It's a prior swing low, right? Maybe it goes up a little more, but somewhere within this vicinity right here, maybe it stalls out and it rolls back over and comes back down here. Okay, that's one way. Let's look at this trade because this is the last high before all this breaks down, right? So let's go from this high, grab the Fibonacci retracement from that high, okay, all the way down to this low right here. Well, we could see somewhere around here, the 61, there should be resistance more than likely. And look at the 70, it's all of this price action right here, right? Think about that. Think about that, right? That was kind of the base of it. Totally messed that up. But it was the base right here, all this price action, right, comes. So all this, and then we had the hard fall. Well, if we rally all the way back up, just from this leg, we now have our resistance level, okay? And then maybe it comes up and reverses and goes lower. So I'll make a few more of these videos in the future so you guys can kind of keep seeing them over and over and how they work and all that. But I hope that kind of helps you guys kind of see Fibonacci's in a new way of how to look for targets and also where entries for the pullback. So as always, thank you for watching. If you've come this far, make sure you check out my Patreon page. That's where I actually have a Day Trade Fearless portfolio page that you guys could check out. And until next time, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.